Haters! Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Earth, wrestling fans of all ages, the Section 8 podcast proudly brings to you another AEW Recap Show. Hey, we're doing our first pay-per-view recap for AEW. What an exciting time. Second?
Forbidden Door.
We did do Forbidden Door. That's right. Second! We were there. That was a pay-per-view, right? We were in the
That's where this came from.
because we were in the building, so I almost didn't register it as like a sit down watch live thing. I know I got everything. Yeah. Unity, we got everything ready. Yes, our second time that we're tracking this down. But first, for just this guy and I.
Touché.
So that's why my brain is thinking first. But hey, what are we talking about? We are talking about Redemption. It was a good show. All in all, before we get into it, just the overall, what'd you think?
It was really good. It was a really good show. All the matches were great. I had a few standout matches that I really enjoyed. I got most of my predictions right. I think I got like 2 wrong, maybe.
I think so.
I'm wrong.
I think so.
2 wrong. 3 wrong, something, but it was like
that. It was something like 2 or 3. Yeah, we kind of did the whole thing. We talked about it, but yeah, I also thought it was good. I coming in, there was a lot of talk about people were saying that there's not a lot of star power and this and that, and I'm like, I don't know. I think this is going to be an okay step to All In. If nothing else, this is going to end certain things and start to begin the building blocks to set up for All In, which is pretty much what it was. So we here at the latest and greatest and hopefully favorite wrestling podcast going to dive right into it. By the way, I am Killz Atwillz.
I am Chava.
So we going to talk about some good old redemption. We're going to start. First time I'm doing this off the phone. So excuse me. I usually have a nice notebook, but it is what it is. We're going to start with the buy-in. The buy-in is the free section of the pay-per-view for the people that want to try to get enticed. Hey, you give you some wrestling for free, so maybe you'll come on and spend a little money and spend some time with us.
They are in Montreal, Canada.
We are in Montreal, Quebec.
And in Quebec at the Bell Center. The commentators are Neil McGuinness, Excalibur, and Nigel. You're so correct. Nigel McGuinness.
Neil McGuinness.
I'm renaming him.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone.
Woo! We got the OGs, the OGs, triple OGs for the start.
Yeah, this buy-in I noticed was a little different than the other ones. There was only one match.
Yes.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And some and then entrances and
yes.
Then that's it. Where usually we get 2, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
So this one started with just like a bunch of promos. A lot of this, I think they were very similar, if not the same as the ones from the countdown from the last Collision episode.
Yes. Starting to bring us into what you're going to see for the night.
Yeah, and then they have like the kind of ringside announcers. That was Jeff Jarrett, Mick Foley, and Renee Paquette.
JEWF.
And they're basically just talking about the matches, the wrestlers, hyping up the pay-per-view we're about to see. Then it gets to about the 44-minute mark or so, because there's a countdown, like every buy-in. There's a tribute to the Rougeaus.
Yes. Yes.
We had no idea who they were. No offense to the Rougeaus. We just didn't know what we can kind of piece together with that they were Montreal legends.
Yes. I remember hearing the Rougeaus in the WWF, the Rougeau brothers. I know that that's a thing, so that's the most that they had gotten on my radar.
Yeah, I did just a little bit of research on them just to kind of
some game.
Figure out who they are.
Yes.
Because they were getting a lot of love. And it was cool that AEW did that, right? They're
yes.
showcasing Montreal's legends. This is their AEW's first time in Montreal. I don't remember if they said it was their first time ever or their first pay-per-view in Montreal. But either way, it was a first for them. So let's show the town some love with some of their hometown heroes.
Smart.
Yeah. and they are from I think second or third generation wrestlers.
Okay.
Uh, they were known as the Rouge Brothers, and then eventually became the Fabulous Rouge
The
Brothers
Fabulous
in
Rouge.
the WWF.
They were the Fabulous Rouge or
Uh,
the Fabulous Rougeos.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Rougeos. Sorry, I keep saying Rouge.
No, no, and I
Apologies.
just that
Um,
yeah
but
that
yes,
was yeah. Hmm.
the Rougeau brothers and the Fabulous Rougeau brothers in WWF. They signed in
I
'86,
think they pop up in a WrestleMania or two. I'd have to look back, but
possibly.
I think they popped up in a WrestleMania or two.
They signed in '86 as the Rougeau brothers, and then they started calling themselves the Fabulous Rougeau brothers around '88. So the brothers are Raymond
Raymond,
Rougeau and Jacques, I believe,
Raymond and
Rougeau.
Jacques. Oh yeah, sounds
Yeah.
familiar. Yeah.
And then Raymond retired in 1990.
Okay.
I guess he kind of moved to more behind the scenes on the mic type stuff because he was suffering from like chronic back pain as wrestlers
As wrestlers tend to do.
tend
A
to
lot of
tend to
falling,
have.
a lot
Yeah,
of falling on that
yeah.
back. Yeah.
And then Jacques, I guess, went away for about a year and then returned in '91, and they rebranded him as the Mountie.
Oh, snap. Okay.
I had a feeling that might spark something.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. The Mountie. All right. I'm the Mountie. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
So,
Okay.
yeah, they
Okay.
had a little segment showing them love.
So one of those dudes was the Mountie, and I didn't
Yeah,
even. Oh wow.
yeah.
I didn't even peep. Now I have to go. Now look at that. See what happens?
And you go
Now
back and
you go back
rewatch
and
it.
watch the buy-in.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at
yeah.
that. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Shout out to the Mountie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and shout out to the Rougeos. Shout out to AEW for putting that on. Well, I like to approach these. We like to approach these as if somebody is watching something like this for the first time and has no idea about wrestling and this and that. So it's nice for us to be educated
Yeah, we
on
had no
the
idea
things
about
of it.
that either.
I
So,
mean,
yeah. Honestly,
I
at least I didn't for
was sitting
sure.
and staring at somebody that I knew and liked as a kid. The Mountie was an interesting just character. You know, he was the the other big boss man. He was the cop, but in Canada. Cool, man. All right. So yes, that was great. And then we had some action during this celebration. Wasn't that it was just, hey, come on, whatever. We had the Don Callis family comes on out because the Don Callis family, I guess, felt like they should have been being celebrated as well. And a cat named Daddy Magic came out to announce the Rougeos. I guess he might be another like Montreal wrestling type of figure. And the Rougeos and Daddy Magic attack. Some I forget the name of the cat. It's a dude that comes. I said insert name because they didn't say it, and I forget. I forgot to look
That
it
guy
up.
was in the Don Callis family? I thought
Yes.
he was just someone. Okay.
Yeah, random member of the Callis family because
Okay.
he's one of the dudes that like he wears like the white jacket. He hangs in the back most of the times when when they're all there, when
Hmm.
they're all riffing. He's
Yeah.
like the non-wrestler riffing, one of the riffing top S dudes. I don't know. Again, I was gonna write it down.
Hmm.
But anyway, he got beat up by the Rougeos because you can't just come in somebody's celebration night and rah 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 because you're gonna get hit. And that's what happens. He gets hit. Rougeos and Daddy Magic stand tall. Daddy Magic, what a name. Yes. So yeah, that was the celebration. And then we have woo.
The demand. That's around like the 31-minute countdown mark.
Hmm.
They have their entrance and they join the broadcast desk.
They come on out there.
Yeah. Well, only Ricochet does, but
Oh,
they're all sitting there.
there's no one needs to talk. He's fired.
He's the leader, right? So,
Yeah. And that brings us to they're out there because they have started this kind of brotherhood or kind of locked on
Alliance.
alliance
Yeah.
is a good way to say it with the lethal twist. And so we open up with the trios championship match. It is the aforementioned lethal twist versus the conglomeration. For those who do not know, because again, people might not know who these cats are. The lethal twist consists of Jay Lethal, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson. The conglomeration is a lot of people, but your trios champions are Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and freshly squeezed Orange
Orange
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Fun match for buy-in. Fun
Yeah,
match
yeah.
for buy-in. Right off, kind of early on, there was a the Lethal Twist kind of do this triple arm sling into the corners, the conglomeration kind of counter it, and they come together, and it all ends in a triple handshake. They kind of do the thing. It's really cool. Um, I put Lee Johnson and Blake Christian show out. So Lethal Twist, they were the Swirl, and Blake Christian and Lee Johnson, from what I understand, were a tag team. They were called the Swirl. They added Jay Lethal, and they became Lethal Twist. And so I haven't really gotten a chance to see Lee Johnson and Blake Christian wrestle. They showed out for this thing. There was one move. There was one of them does a neck drop, and it's followed by a body dive, and it's really cool. So it's nice when um, watching AEW, the cats I don't know, when I'm starting to see them, get familiar with them, and start to show out. Blake Christian does a really cool diving flip through the ropes. He bounces off the ropes, and when he goes through, he adds a little like twist or like flip to it,
Yeah.
and hits a move. So that was really cool. Blake Christian calls himself Vanilla Baby or he has some kind of nickname. Like it's on the back of his jacket. It's like Vanilla Baby or something. It's something like that. Weird. And then and then
Oh, I think on the back of his jacket. Yeah.
it's vanilla something.
Vanilla something. Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead and put in the comments. Y'all might know what it is. Help us out. Help us out. We still getting into it, man. And then Orange Cassidy does his really good. He does it to a couple of people. It's the move where somebody gets him into like a DDT and he can like flip it in. He gets him into a suplex or gets into a move and he's able to really whip grip it, get into a DDT. He did that to Jay Lethal. It's always just really impressive to watch Orange Cassidy do stuff like that. So that's why I wrote that down. And then of course we get little moments where of course Roderick Strong is picking Orange Cassidy up and using him as a weapon.
Yeah.
Kind of tossing him
Yes, I got that down too. That's always fun to watch.
Yeah, man.
That's one of my favorites because they did that a couple matches ago as well too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so cool. And he's just, of course, so nonchalant, just getting thrown around.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
It's all about it.
Yeah.
You got a little ending sequence on the match there for us?
Yeah. It was actually pretty cool.
Or anything else you want to throw in that I might have missed? You had to go right to the end, But yeah.
No, just it's fun to watch them wrestle.
It is.
It's always a fun match when the conglomeration.
And it took them a while I knew Orange Cassidy. I didn't know a lot about Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I wasn't too familiar with
or Roderick Strong. When I was getting in AEW, that's when Kyle O'Reilly was beefing with Moxley. And they had that big match it was either Redemption or it was a Double or Nothing. And then Roderick Strong, I didn't know anything about. So the conglomeration is slowly growing on me. I mean, I was always a fan of Orange Cassidy. So
same. I knew him more than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was it Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong do this really cool high-low combo on Jay Lethal.
Yes.
Jay Lethal was in the middle of doing a lethal twist. So I believe it was Roderick got him from the top, like from the head, and then the Kyle kicked the legs under, and then Jay Lethal does like this twist and just falls and sells the move
nice
really well. Then Lee Johnson comes in, but from the outside, but Kevin O'Reilly grabs him, puts him in an ankle lock to subdue him. Then Roderick Strong does a heartache is what the announcers called it.
The heartache.
He knees them in the back, basically, kind of like a backbreaker. And he does that to Jay Lethal.
Okay.
He grabs Orange Cassidy, who's kind of limp. He was the legal man.
Okay.
Throws him on top of Jay Lethal.
Got it.
1, 2, 3. And still the AEW Trios champions, the conglomeration.
The demand, they go ahead and have a nice little stare down with the conglomeration. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen in the future. We just may talk about it. But then that brings us to woo 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 woo. We get what we think we might see the beginnings of this match, but it turns out to be just the entrances for our 6-man ladder match to determine the #1 contender for the AEW International Championship, currently being held by the Proto Star and Don Callis family member, Kyle
Kyle
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Should we go on and tell them who came on in now? Tim, we got some entrances now. We have the Beast, Mortos,
Yeah.
versus Nick Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
versus
El
El
Clon.
Clone, versus Commander, versus Speedball Mike Bailey in his hometown. It's a home game for
Yep.
Speedball, so he gets a nice
He had
big
a
old
big
reception,
pop. Yeah.
as he
Yeah.
should,
He got a lot of love from the
as
hometown.
he
So,
should. And of course, last entry is, of course, Jungle Jack Perry, Commander, and I got
along with the
Commander.
crowd.
I got
Yeah.
Commander jamming the Perry's music.
He was. He was. Oh, they do a little arm wave, and the camera like pans through, and you see Commander doing it, and Jack Perry just kind of walks up to him, and he's like,
How can you not?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Jungle life. Yeah, cool.
That was the second biggest pop because how could you not, right?
Because
Like,
how can you
yeah.
not? So that actually brings us to our main card. Redemption has officially started. Our first match of the night is the six-man ladder match. I determined the number one contender match for the AEW International Championship. I just told you who's in it. Rewind if you didn't catch it. I'm not going to do it again. We just getting right into it. So when it comes to things like ladder matches, a lot happens. So really, we're just going to go back and forth. We're just going to pick moves and spots that we enjoyed that just made us go, whoa, this is why we watch. So I've got a couple. El Clone does a slow kip up into a soccer kick. El Clone does this really, really cool thing with his kip ups, where a lot of people will do the kip up and they bounce up real quick. He does the kip up and it comes up real slow, and he can kind of turn this into a kick or a bicycle kick or a Pele kick if he wants to. So it was the first time I had seen him do that. I've seen him do it since, but I think that was the first time I'd seen him do it, and that was really cool, really cool. Um, then I have he squares up with Commander and does a vault backflip with 1 foot off of him. Just uses 1 foot and just hit and just does a whole cool thing because Clone is cool. He also does a barrel roll into a double DDT out of the ring.
Yes,
Forget
I
who
wrote
he
that.
does,
I
but
wrote
yes,
that
yes.
down.
Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
one was so freaking cool. Yeah, he's suicide dives through the ropes.
Yes.
Mortos catches him.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Uh, catches him, and then he turns it almost like a rolling pin
Mm.
kind of thing, and they roll. He pops up. Commander pops up, grabs. Oh my God, who was it? It was where did I? This is what I get from doing it from memory. And not you called it and I was like, oh my God, yes. Well, it doesn't matter who it was to. I think it was
Two people
Clone.
got him.
I think it was Clone and it was Nick Wayne and Commander.
Nick Wayne and
Yeah, Nick Wayne. Got it.
You should have just said Nick Wayne anyway. You can get all the moves.
Nick Wayne and Commander, and he did like this double DDT on them. Such a cool sequence.
Such a cool sequence.
I think that was he had two really great sequences Commander did, and that was one of them that I really enjoyed. But continue.
Okay, then I have so you can go do a double outrigging move, flip body splash, or jungle. Okay. Um so Jungle Jack Perry does this thing where he slides out the ring and then ends it in almost like a not necessarily no he not necessarily a destroyer, but he does he does it like like a suicide into a DDT. So he was doing the suicide dive. Mike Bailey was there. He does the dive. Mike Bailey jumps. So as Perry does his move, Mike Bailey's doing his backflip, and they do it at the same time, and it's really cool. I really like it. And then Jungle Jack Perry, after doing that move, does it again. He does the same kind of flip DDT move kind of in sequence. It's really like Jungle Jack Perry has these moments where he gets into like this thing. He can attack. He does a flip and he'll do his DDT. Then he'll bounce back up and he'll run. He'll do the DDT again. And so it's like I call it the Jungle Rush. And ooh, I should call it. I should call it Jungle Fever. Nah, that's weird. Jungle Rush. Yeah. Then what do I have? Nick Wayne does a jumping cutter on the ring apron. I don't write down who people do it to, and I should get in the better habit. But Nick Wayne does a jumping cutter on the ring apron. That's pretty cool. I have the Beast Morto does a suicide dive with a twist. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Like
you got it.
corkscrew.
Yes, yes,
He
yes.
I man, this is so fresh in my memory because I thought it was one of the coolest moves that I've seen him do because he's a big boy.
Yes, yes,
He's a bigger dude, stocky dude.
yes.
Catches Speedy, like bounces off the rope, goes across to the other one, bounces off the rope, runs, and this one of the cleanest suicide dives I've ever seen.
It is nice.
Just right through the ropes. As he's doing that, just corkscrews onto it's right
Nick
here,
Wayne?
Clone. Onto Clone and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Boom. It is a good
It was
move.
super awesome. That was
It's
a
very
great
good.
spot. Yeah.
Let's see. We got Perry Hurricane Rana onto the table. Cloned. All right. So this is a sequence
yes,
where a bunch of people start
yes,
going through tables.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
a little table sequence.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, Jack Perry does a Hurricane Rana onto the table. Then El Clone does a coup de grace onto somebody on the table.
Mike Bailey.
Boom.
So
Yeah,
Jack Perry did the Hurricanrana
Yep.
on Mortis.
On Mortis.
Through the table that was on ringside. So Jack Perry was on the apron.
That's one table.
The second one was Clone.
Yes.
He stomps Mike Bailey
I don't know.
through the table.
I don't know. I call it the coup de grace because it's the move that Finn Balor does where he just jumps and lands with both feet. So I don't know what he calls it, but I call it coup de grace. But he does that onto the
awesome stuff.
Double stomp with both feet
right through
Shout
the
out
table.
Yep.
And then the third one was Commander.
Yes.
So this one I think was the coolest
It was
freaking one. And this was the second spot. I said Commander had two spots I really loved.
Yeah.
This was the second one.
Yeah.
Commander is on one side of the ring, standing on the ring post. He runs all the way across the rope to the other ring post. He jumps and flips, lands on Nick Wayne, putting him through the table. It was awesome.
Holy
that
shit.
whole
Holy
yes,
shit.
yes, that whole sequence. The Commander spot was the best one out of the three, but just in my opinion, and then just seeing all three in a row and just oh my god, it was so good. So good. Yes.
Very well done. Very well done. First time I'd seen Nick Wayne do the Phoenix Splash. So I didn't know Nick Wayne had that in him. Very cool. Nick Wayne showed out in this match. On to Clone. Yes.
El Clone.
And then so they set up every once in a while people set up there's the ladder that gets set up, and then they set up another ladder, kind of like what they call the ladder bridge. What kind of thing they step on. Well, Jungle Jack
Perry, they put the from the corner onto the ladder that's open.
Yes.
Create the little bridge.
Jungle Jack Perry does his destroyer to Nick Wayne on the ladder bridge.
Yes. It gives me flashbacks to when Penta did his Mexican destroyer to JD McDonough at their six-way match.
Yes.
Was that WrestleMania? I believe. Yeah, because they skipped Dragon Lee's entrance, and we were really mad about it. I was really mad about it.
Yeah, especially because he came out with the extra big wings, bro. Yeah.
Sorry, little
squirrel walking through the flame.
But
this is not that, right?
Yes, squirrel.
Punch it back on. Get back on task. I got Speedball does a double knee onto the ladder to the Beast Mortos.
Yes.
And then I have a winner. So
you
want to walk us through that?
That's what happened. Yeah. So he had the ladder set up on in between the top turnbuckle and middle turnbuckle on the corner. He laid Mortos on top of it.
Yes.
And then he climbed the ring post, did a flip, and the double knee drop onto him. And then from there went to the ladder that was set up in the middle, climbed to the top, and grabbed the contract. The winner is Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah,
this match was fantastic.
Speedball does it in Montreal, gets the big celebration,
so good in
front of the home people.
Yes,
gets the celebration. I'm super happy. That was my want. I thought they'd give it to Jungle, but I wanted Speedball to win. So
I believe I agreed with you on that one. So that was one of the ones I got wrong.
No. Happy to be wrong on that one, because Fantastic.
Let's see. So I'm one and one because I got the conglomeration right, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, yeah, that match was so good. Um, from
Cool.
there,
That brings us to it. Hey, y'all.
the third match.
It's time for a super kick party. It is a tag team match. It is the Young Bucks versus the Death Riders. Of course, the Young Bucks are always represented by brothers Nick and Matt Jackson. The Death Riders, in this case, are represented by John Moxley and Will Ospreay. Ospreay, the aerial assassin. Now, for a little while, I've been saying that I've been like, yo, so Will Ospreay is technically a member of the Death Riders now, but he's still been coming out to his own.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no. So finally, he comes out under Mox's music. He still has his kind of Osprey Assassin's Creed-esque fritter, but right on the back, an official Death Riders patch. It is his official Death Rider
Gear.
entrance and gear with John Moxley, and I was super juiced because finally, like,
It was awesome, but I
yeah,
still wanted to hear that music. I didn't
yeah.
want to hear Mox's music.
Marina Shafir comes out carrying the national championship for John Moxley as she's off
Continental.
to do the.
National is Mark Davis.
Always, 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 always. I'll get it right one day. I'm gonna write it down because it's so weird. They have a so it's a national, a continental, and an international.
Yeah. The National's the newest one, I think, out of the three.
Sons of. Anyway, um, so early on, at one point, Nick Jackson and Will Ospreay's heads collide, and the the collide becomes a bit of an issue. Where you can see Nick is real dazed to the point where the ref is kind of checking on him, so it becomes part of this whole kind of storyline thing where you can tell where where Ospreay's trying to, hey, I don't want to attack Nick. Obviously, he's going through something. Mox keeps telling him like, hey, this is a match. Like, get him. Get him! Don't show mercy. Get him! So that becomes kind of the
Mhm.
the kind of the theme for this kind of match is um, um, Moxley trying to get Osprey to get that killer mentality because that's what he believes he needs to beat Omega at All In. So that's all that Mox has been trying to do. Um, Marina Shafir gets involved as they're off to do. It is Death Riders because she is out there. Mox pile drives Nick before a hot tag. um, but Nick forces a tag and Matt was unsure. So it's there's a certain point where even Matt Jackson's looking at his brother. He's like, "Man, are you going?" And Nick's like, "No, get me in this. Bow. Like I'm gonna do it." Um, it's so fun watching the Young Bucks.
Yes, it is.
You have um things are going on, things are getting hot. Osprey ends up hitting Moxley by mistake, so that
Yep.
becomes a big thing. I just wanted to say, and I have a note that says this was a great match because at this point, it must have been at that point I was just like, this is building up to some stuff. The
It's
the, the
good
rings, yeah,
storytelling, and it's
through
all
wrestling,
through the
yes,
wrestling. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Osprey begins to increase his. I wrote that you can see that Osprey is definitely more of a brutal kind of wrestler now, but he's
Mhm.
still a little like reluctant about it. Like if somebody
Yeah.
doesn't have that dog in them, like that killer instinct, they don't have it in them. Like Osprey is a great professional wrestler and all that, but he doesn't have that ruthless thing, and that's what Mox is trying to get through to him. And you can see Osprey really fighting against it,
Yeah,
especially
he's
against
more of
people
a
he respects,
classic
like the
baby
Young
face,
Bucks and
right?
stuff. Exactly, exactly, exactly.
And then the Bucks are his friends. He respects them. Same with Omega. So yeah.
Yeah. Matt gives a cover to his brother to try to help. Os hesitates when he should come through. So Mox tags himself in and tries to handle business, but it ends up in a 2 count. You have two paradigm shifts, one Death Rider. There's a chair that's grabbed. The ref gets shoved. Osprey stops Mox, but he ends up getting super kicked. And then there's a super kick party on John Moxley. Oh,
Yep.
super kick party. And it's just ah. And that basically leads to your one and your two and your three and your winners with a super kick party. Nick Mac Jackson, the Young
The
Buck.
Young Bucks.
Yeah, man. Always fun stuff.
Great storytelling.
Great storytelling through
Great
wrestling.
storytelling.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite thing about this match. Great spots, all that, but like the storytelling being done through the wrestling
Yes.
was what really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some really good stuff going on with Osprey and Mox and that
Mhm.
whole Death Rider thing.
Great build up
Yes.
for All In
Yes.
because we still have some time a little
There's
bit.
still some
So like
time.
now Osprey, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see.
We'll see. We will see. So then that brings us to an AEW International Championship match. It is the most wanted Bandito versus
Bandido.
the Proto Star and Don Callis member Kyle Fletcher. Bandito is your Ring of Honor World Champion. Don Callis does come to the entrance, but then sends Kyle Fletcher on his way because Kyle Fletcher has said that the Don Callis family is banned from ringside. No one can come down to the ring. Kyle Fletcher is going to do this on his own. He doesn't need any help.
Yeah, he has to prove to Kevin Knight, right? Because
Correct.
they were
Not
button
o-
heads a little,
not only that, but I think he's
put
also kind
himself
of
in the front.
subtly throwing some stuff at Okada because Okada's
Mm.
been eyeing him a little bit. So I think it's a little bit of Kevin Knight, a little bit of Okada. But hey, it's all Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's the man. He seems ready for Kyle Fletcher seems ready for everything, but Bandito brings it hard to the start. Like this is from the opening bell. This looks like Bandito's match. He starts to get it in right away. He does another deadlift suplex, always impressive. Bandito's power for being kind of a shorter, kind of a squatter guy is always really great. He and Kyle Fletcher have a really great wrestling chemistry. So when they do that deadlift, for the people that are paying attention, you can see the spot where Kyle helps, but only a little bit, enough to get himself in a position to let Bandito get up there, and it always looks really smooth.
Mhm.
It's always really great. Kyle Fletcher does a brain buster on the ring apron to Bandito.
Yeah, he does.
Get on the Kyle Fletcher bandwagon. He's one of the best wrestlers in AEW. He's
Yeah,
in my top five when it comes to technical, just in ring how to do this. Kyle Fletcher makes everything look good. He can sell. He can talk. He's one of the best in AEW. I really like Kyle Fletcher.
he definitely deserved to win that international championship
Yeah,
because remember he didn't lose that TNT championship.
correct.
He had to vacate it
He
because
got hurt.
he got hurt.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But then, hey, let's talk about a little bit about the most wanted because I have some spots here, man. He reverses a Kyle Fletcher move into his 21 plex. Usually he
Yeah.
just kind of goes for it, but Kyle Fletcher does something and he just reverses it into that 21 plex move that he does. Bandito fights to do a power bomb on the ring floor. So Kyle Fletcher's really trying to go against it, and he's like, "No, get does." Bandito gets him, and then he does the frog splash onto the ring floor. Bandito not afraid to give himself a little hurt. It's the reason why he's the Ring of Honor champion. Reason why he's has some gold because he does some really great things, but he can't seem to put Kyle away. Kyle is that dude for a reason, and this was a really great match. You have the end sequence for us there, brother?
Not for this match.
That's
Wow.
okay. That's okay if you
It's my
don't.
first one.
I think I do have well, I have Kyle Fletcher's last move. I don't know if it was the winning move. I don't know if it was his last move. The last one I have for him was a turnbuckle brain buster. Picks up Bandito up and just onto the turnbuckle. Bow! Hits him with a brain buster. But like we said, good match. But in the end, there can only be one winner with a one and a two and a three. Your winner, hashtag, and still
And still.
your international champion is the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. Really great match. And I knew it was going to be going in.
Yeah, those are two great
You
wrestlers. You see
see
the names. Yeah,
you
you
see the
see the
names on
names,
the
you know
card, and
it's going to be
you're
a
like,
good
yep.
card or a good match.
Get your popcorn, get your Pop Tarts, get your Pop Rocks, whatever pops for you, and watch the match.
That match was so awesome. Yeah.
That brings us to woo-hoo, the old double chain tag team match. It is the dogs versus the Bang Bang Gang. 2 words, guns up. Representing the dogs, as always, it is Clark Connors and David Finley. and representing the Bang Bang Gang in this case, because there's a couple of them, but in this case, it is the Stray Bullet, Juice Robinson, and Switchblade, Jay White. They have some cool nicknames, bro. Bang Bang. The more I learn about the Bang Bang Gang, except for the Bang Bang Lounge. Let's can we not can we not hang in the Bang Bang Lounge? Can we think of anything else than the Bang Bang Lounge? um, I so basically my notes I put fun with chains because basically just think of anything that people could do when people are tied with chains. It's a lot of chain whipping, it's a lot of chain clotheslining, a lot of tying people up and choking them with
Yeah.
chains and various
Yeah.
different just think of things you could do with a chain and just put them in different spots in the ring. And we get that. And it's good not to say that it's monotonous or whatever. It's good.
No,
But
it's
that's but to just write down a bunch of chain spots would be crazy. So it's fun with chains. That's
yeah. No, same. They did really well in not getting tangled up too much because it's
yes.
two
They're pretty mind.
people are
Yes, it's
strapped to
pretty
each other.
much.
So it's
Yeah,
one person from the
it
dogs
was
is
Jay White was attached to David
there
Finlay,
you go.
and Juice was attached to Clark Connors.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
And it was funny, like while we were watching it, I'm like, this is chaos. I was like, it's like they're gonna end up at some point like getting tangled up.
yes.
I only saw it happen once.
They were
It
pretty
might have happened
mindful
twice.
about it too.
They
They
were
were
really
constantly
good. I
on some
thought it
like
was going to be happening a
no,
lot
they
more.
were actually pretty
Yeah.
mindful of being like, okay, we're about to do
Yeah,
some
yeah.
spots. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay.
Uh, it was really fun to watch,
was.
though. Yeah, something
was.
new. I hadn't seen that before.
Basically, a good
Yeah.
old strap match.
Yeah.
Strap
Well,
match
I've
just
seen
includes some
those, but
chain.
not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a double
For
chain.
the people that don't know.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's a
sorry.
good old strap match. You know, two people put together with a strap, and they just added some chains to two other people. But fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
I have a move that is Juice Robinson yanks Clark Connors onto the steel steps from the ring post. It's a thing where he's up there and he's yeah, and Connors goes from the ring post and bow lands on the steel steps. Like Clark Connors takes some damage. He's very slowly growing on me. It's just an overall wrestler. But I'm still not a fan of the dogs.
I am more of a
like
fan of Connors than Finley, though.
like Quinn Allison would say, it's all good, but in kayfabe, forget them. Like, not a fan. In kayfabe, not a fan. Hey, we get some interferences though. Some people pop on out. It's Death Riders. Yuta and Garcia come out and they attack Switchblade Jay White, which has the Bang Bang Gang come on out. Um, in the distraction, Marina Shafir hands Finley the shillelagh,
Shillelagh.
and Finley gets to hit Juice Robinson, which
Yep.
means they get to take advantage. And they go on and gets the 1, the 2, and the 3, which means your winners are the dogs.
The dogs.
They picked that one up. I was dead wrong. That my want and will were both wrong. I didn't. I wanted the Bang Bang Gang to win, and the dogs won. So
Same.
missed that one.
I got that one wrong.
Missed that one.
So that was the same. I wanted Bang Bang to win, and I thought they would give it to that because Jay White, right? He had just returned, so I was
Just
like,
returned.
let's give him that pop. But
But
this is also good. It's not bad. This is
Right.
going to build more tension between the
Exactly.
dogs and the Bang Bang Gang, and we'll
Exactly.
get more great tag team wrestling.
and there's still a whole history. I feel like there needs to be a definitive one-on-one match between Jay White and David Finlay.
That's probably what
Yeah.
this is leading to.
I think so.
Yeah.
Could they still have things to add it all in?
Mhm.
Could be added in it all in.
Mhm.
Have a shillelagh match, whatever, man. You know what I mean? So we have Renee is interviewing Will Ospreay in the back. Mox comes in and basically he's trying to tell Ospreay, like, look, man, like you can't hold back with
Mhm.
what you're doing. You have to be a killer.
Mhm.
You got to pull the trigger if the target in front of you, no matter who it is. But I tell you what, if you don't do it, I will. Ooh, ominous. So that brings us to our next match. It is for the TBS Championship. It is Maya World. Dang it. It is Maya World, the It Girl.
Maya World.
But hey, what does TBS stand for, Chava?
The best is Sheeta.
Hikaru Shida. She is your TBS champion. So, good match. I have a bunch of spots actually. I have Sheeta does a stretch submission on the top rope, so she's got Maya up on the top rope and does this like kind of like her. I thought it was just going to be kind of like a move where she was getting her off her. It took me half a second to realize like she had her in a submission, and
Hmm.
while it was an illegal hold, so it was like, oh, two. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty, pretty inventive. But we have our first sign of shit. We are biting. There's a
Biting. It's not an AEW
biting.
event without a good bite.
Maya World is getting really good at her little like bounce up the second rope moonsault.
Oh yeah.
She nails it. She is starts to get attacked, and I wrote it down like, oh, she has got the right leg attack. I was like, oh, right leg. Oh, it's different, not the left leg. So she does. Maya does three Shining Wizards in a row. Three Shining Wizards and a rollout. Oh wait, yeah, she does three Shining Wizards. So boom, 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 and then hits a kind of a rollout on Sheeta, and she does it in a way that's like it's back to back to back, and like ends and like it's smooth, very smooth. My World is getting really good. I mean, she's been at this for about 6, 7 months, so she's probably already been good. I'm getting to watch her, and I see her confidence just growing more and more. She's looking better and better. And this
Been at
match was,
what?
hmm?
Wrestling?
Yeah,
She's been
Maya World.
wrestling for more than 6, 7 months.
As far as I've been watching it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. I
In
was like,
the
wait a minute. I
no,
think she's been around for a little
no,
while. Yeah,
yeah. In
yeah.
the 6 or 7 months that
Got it. I'm
we've been
here.
kind of following,
I'm
like, and
here now.
I've
I'm here
seen her,
now.
yeah, and seen her name come up. Like, um, yeah. Sorry if I worded it to make it seem like she's only been wrestling that
No,
long.
you
I
just
meant,
you confused me.
yeah,
That's all it is. It
no,
confused me.
I've been super impressed. So
Same. She's really great.
Sheeta tries to go for the kendo stick and the ref stops her, so that doesn't work. Sheeta does this really cool thing where she does like a knee strike, but before she does the knee strike, it's almost like she's pulling out a samurai sword.
From the sheath,
Yeah,
yeah.
from the sheath and then ends it into a knee strike. I think
Mhm.
it's really,
Yeah.
really, really dope.
Sheeta's amazing. I
Yes.
love Sheeta. And seeing her as a heel has been so fun.
She'd have moments where she could have won towards the end, but she decided to inflict more pain. At one point, it's almost like she goes for a pin, and she's like, "No,
I'm not done yet.
no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep doing the thing." To which I went, but you know, you know what happens when you just don't go for the kill. Maya World gets a she does a little backward slam. She adds a little bridge to it.
Oh, that whole sequence was
Yes.
so
Oh,
cool.
you got it?
Yeah, that whole
Go,
sequence
boom.
was really cool.
Put it on.
So Sheeta does a Falcon Arrow on Maya World, goes in for the pin. One, two. Maya grabs the rope. Sheeta does not see it, but the ref does.
Ah.
Sheeta thought she got the 3 count and she won. So she's over here like, yeah, hands in the air, celebrating. Then she realizes, yeah, the rest, no, 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 no. So they're arguing. She turns around to run at Maya. Maya catches her, does the suplex, but is holding her. That whole thing where she's arched,
Yes.
holds her, yeah,
And then the
and
bridge.
holds,
Bridge
yeah,
pin.
the bridge
Yeah.
pin. One, two, three, and your new TBS champion.
Stands for the best was Sheeta.
Maya World is the new TBS champion. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Hell
Maya
yeah.
World.
Sheeta is big mad. She's throwing tantrums.
Yep.
Security had to come and get
Yep.
her.
Yeah, she was not happy at all. What I thought was kind of cool about Maya World winning, specifically on that day, it was her birthday.
That's her birthday.
So that's a good win,
Indeed.
especially given, her recent loss.
Yes.
Now she's got the title, winning it on her birthday.
Yes.
Like, how cool.
Very
Right?
cool. That was
Congrats.
that was my
Congrats, Maya
want. My
World.
want and my will. Super happy.
Congrats,
Super happy
Maya
they
World.
gave it to her.
My want was Sheeta.
Sheeta had a good run.
But
And Sheeta will beat
the
me.
will was no, she will.
Oh,
It was the right move for Maya.
absolutely.
I just really love heel Sheeta right now, so that's why I wanted her to win. But Maya World was fantastic,
Indeed.
and I'm so glad she won the title. Good for her.
It was the right
Yeah.
call. It was the right call. We have the demand is backstage, and they're letting the conglomeration know, hey, next Dynamite, we want a shot at those trios championships because they look ugly on y'all. They need to be on bald people like me. No, I don't. They didn't say that.
Bald, bald, bald.
Hey, so we had at the beginning of the commentary, we had Nigel McGuinness, but now for the second, looks like the second kind of half, we had Taz showed up on commentary. So
Yeah,
Taz popped on in, so that was a nice little, well, little change of pace. Is what it is. So make sure make sure I have the next match down. Yep,
it's
it's that
yeah.
time. It's time for the it's time for the here comes the pain is the best way. We have our no holds barred match against first.
No,
He wasn't first, but
no, no, no,
I'm gonna do
no, no,
I'm gonna do
no,
this.
no,
You want to do it?
no, no.
Yeah.
You're skipping ahead.
What I miss?
There is the
Right.
yeah. That's the eighth match.
Well, boom. There we go.
Yeah,
I skipped into
seventh
see.
match.
This is what happens when you look at notes on your phone and it's all pictures. Things get cut off and it's a whole thing. Right. We have an AEW World Tag Team Championship match before that.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
It is the Death Riders. In this instant, the Death Riders are represented by the Bastard Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. They are going against, of course, your AEW World Tag Team Champions, Cage and Cope. That is Adam Copeland and the asshole, Christian Cage. The Death Riders attack before Cage can even come out. So
Yeah,
the Death
Cope
Riders
has
come
his
out. Cope
entrance.
comes out. He gets his entrance. The Death Riders attack, and it's whole thing. It's whole thing. Cage has to come out. Hey, God damn
Yeah,
it!
his song kicks in. He runs out. Yeah.
But we get Cage. Cage gets biting. Cage gets biting.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh, it's great. But guess what? Claudio Castagnoli's not to be outdone. Revenge. Ah! We got some good biting on
Biting
that thing.
squared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other? Because I really go to the winner after that. So do you have any other moves of the ending sequence? Because I'll say it was a good match. I think it might have been one of the shorter matches on the card. Um, Pac and Claudio and Christian Cage and Adam Copeland are four wrestlers that when they get together can do great things. So there wasn't anything for me that stood out that I hadn't seen anybody kind of do before. It was just a really great back and forth, really great cats just kind of doing their thing. Basically, it was the Death Riders trying to just out muscle and try to just outbeat. They kind of saw CNC as they call themselves, minus the Music Factory. They kind of saw themselves. I think the Death Riders saw them as like, oh, we're just going to kind of beat down these old cats and this and that. And CNC had the veteran moxie, I believe, to outlast these
Yeah.
cats.
I didn't write down any spots either, but I did do the sequence at the end.
Okay, boom,
Uh
perfect.
this was really cool. Cage spears Claudio, and then Pac runs at Cage. Cage kind of catches him and throws him at Cope, and Cope catches him with a spear midair.
Yeah,
Super cool.
yeah.
And then from there, it goes to the one, the two, and the three, and still your AEW tag team champions, Cage and Cope.
As it should be. Damn it. Yeah. Uh, CNC still standing strong. That was the 110 will for me because I know that they are setting up for Young Bucks versus CNC at All In. So there was no
Yeah,
way that
yeah.
CNC was losing it then because we have to do Young Bucks.
They'd have to get it back before all
We
in.
have to
Yeah.
do Young Bucks and Cage of Cope and All In. It just has to happen. So and it looks like as of recording, not to jump too much ahead, but it looks like that might be in the 99.99 percentile going to happen. So but all in all, good match. Again, always good to watch Claudio Castagnoli and the Bastard Pac, who I knew as Neville and Cesaro. I've always said Cesaro was one of the most wasted talents that Vince McMahon ever let fall by the wayside. So any time I get to see Cesaro do his thing is a wonderful thing. So yeah, man. So now,
And now,
and now,
and now.
and now.
Mm-hmm. Mm, my shadow knows my story. The psycho
It's
killer
the psychic
Tommaso
killer.
Ciampa
It's the say Tommaso Ciampa, yeah.
versus
Versus. He is the Painmaker.
Painmaker.
We sat and talked about what we thought song Jericho would come out to
Yeah,
because
like is he gonna come out
is
to
he going to
his
come
song
out to the
or some
Judas in My
version? Yeah,
Mind or something? But he ended up coming out to Judas Priest's Painkiller. So it was pretty cool.
yeah.
So yeah, and then he's in the full the almost like the sparkly Squid Game looking mask with the black and white. He's got
Spikes
the
and yeah,
coat with the spikes. He's got the bat with the barbed wire on it.
barbed wire.
So you know we're in for some stuff. Now, this match here,
That's not the only clue that we're in for some stuff.
that is not the only clear room for some stuff.
Aubrey Edwards right away wearing these thick, almost, I mean, the best way I could describe them, they look like gardening gloves.
Correct. Like if you're handling
Yeah,
rose bushes, you want to get thorns.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, no
Yeah.
holds bar.
Ain't nobody
He's got
bleeding because she
a.
got them on already. Like, nah.
I was like, okay,
What you
what's
getting
coming
into?
up?
What you
Yeah, what's
getting
about to
into?
happen?
What you getting into, partner?
And a lot, a
Man,
lot of great, awesome stuff happened.
I'm gonna just say this here. I'm gonna just give you a list of the weapons that were used because I just wrote them all down. So correct me if I missed anything, but this is almost in order. Steel chair,
hmm
sand,
hmm
fire
Yep.
extinguisher, table, hockey stick, trash can, sandpaper, barbed wire table, tacks, hockey pucks with tacks,
Yes.
barbed wire bat, barbed wire table,
Yep.
ice pick, mirror.
Yes.
I put mist. That can't be true. That must be some
Yes.
auto mist.
Because
That must be some autocorrect stuff. I don't know.
no, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yes,
Jericho spit,
yes,
spit mist.
yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yes. Green mist. Haha. A painmaker mirror with barbed wire.
Yes. The mirror had the makeup, the Painmaker makeup on it. Yeah.
An elbow pad with tacks on it. And
Dude,
when I say an elbow pad with tacks on it, I don't mean like random. I mean
no.
like
A huge.
OCD, like somebody went tack, 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 tack. It was like a square, perfect square, all on the padding with tacks. And then of course a drill,
The
macro
drill.
power drill. So yeah, and then I just have so Champa puts Painmaker through a table at one point. Chamba puts so he puts on a hockey mask. Oh, puts on a hockey helmet, and everybody goes, yeah! But then he pulls out a Boston Bruins hockey jersey, and everybody goes,
The not having
and
that.
then he pulls out a little thing of the Montreal Canadiens mascot, and he starts beating it up, and he goes to pin it, and it's a 1, 2, and Jericho saves the mascot from being pinned. So funny.
That was yeah,
Uh,
that was great.
Painmaker puts a trash can on top of Champa and then kind of goes like he's gonna do some hockey and just bow jacks up Champa inside the trash can. Um, Ciampa's the third person this night that does some kind of running knee attack, and I've noticed that a lot of people in AEW are very fond of running knee attacks.
That's definitely one of like his signature
Yes,
moves for sure.
for sure.
But yeah, a lot
He
of
does it
people
the
do.
best.
Yeah,
I think he does it the best.
yeah.
But there's a lot of like running like knee attack. Kyle Fletcher does one. He does one, and somebody else kind of did it earlier. But
I know they
anyway,
like to like pull down the knee pad
yeah,
and
which is
yeah.
cool. Which is cool. Yeah, Ciampa has a knee brace with some tacks on it. It was like an elbow pad or something. It was a pad with some tacks on it. I wrote that down. Ciampa's the one that goes through the barbed wire tape.
Ouchies.
Yeah. And then Ciampa puts Painmaker through that first mirror.
Yep.
And I just said, Painmaker has a Painmaker mirror with barbed wire that just bow. He hits Ciampa with a mirror that has barbed wire on it with his own face on it. And then the ending sequence is basically uh Painmaker goes and gets, oh no, does Ciampa pull it out?
Ciampa pulled
Ciampa's
it
the one who
out,
gets it. Yeah,
and he
Ciampa's the one who
tried
gets the
to
drill.
the drill
An
and tried.
actual drill. And this has been kind of a teasing kind of thing the whole time. Ain't nobody gonna use no drill. Man, uh Painmaker ends up getting that drill, kind of aims it towards Ciampa's old bald head.
His head is on his
And
face,
you see Ciampa,
and taps, 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 taps.
so you're a winner. I wrote winner, Painmaker by tap out due to drill usage.
Yes.
It's the first time I've seen a match end with a drill, and a
Going
tap
towards
out.
someone's face.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
tap out.
Yeah. You know, I had forgotten about the teddy bear or whatever the
Little
mascot
mascot
sequence until you met, and then it just all came flooding back. But I thought it was great. I was thinking like it's great that they threw that in there. It's a little bit because this was a really bloody, really hardcore, really intense match. So throw in a little bit of comedy, jab at the city,
Every once in a
like
while,
yeah,
remind you, don't
yeah,
take this too
yeah,
seriously.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
I, and I was
and
saying,
it's
sports heat is some of
yeah,
the
yeah.
easy best heat you can get.
Great,
Sports heat.
great
Yeah, yeah,
participation that way.
hmm
Yeah, the crowd, yeah.
yeah.
It's like they hate it, but they like love to hate it.
Right. That's what the heel's
It's like,
supposed to
yeah,
do.
exactly.
It's like that. Don't you do, you did it. You boo. You ain't nothing. Yes. So then we go to the back. Mick Foley is talking to your AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. Yo, Divine Dominion. And they're like, well, hey, we've been out here doing our thing. We've beaten everybody. And Mick Foley goes, well, you haven't beat the Brawling Birds.
That didn't make him too happy.
No, they didn't like hearing that. Possible match.
All in.
Pretty sure it's going to happen at All In. And how could it not? I mean, the Brawling Birds, that's like a backyard match for them. So, yeah, they're going to go to the local pub, get pissed, have the match, then go back to the local pub, still in their wrestling gear with the belts, and get pissed all over again. It's going to happen. It's
Yep.
going to happen.
That's what I'm thinking too.
That brings us to our next championship match. It is for the AEW National Championship match.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, cool, got it right. It is Andrade El Idolo versus the champion and Don Callis family member Mark Davis. At one point, Andrade no shit just goes to the side and sips from somebody's beer.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like they're all like cheering him on or whatever. And yeah, I think someone hands. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he just sipped the beer. I was just like, is that because I wouldn't have thought beer except it looked a little foamy. I was like, I think he legit sipped the beer.
beer.
I think he legit sipped the beer. That's what's up. I have Davis flips Andrade on the ring apron. Oh yeah, he does this. Davis. Okay, Mark Davis is one of these just super powerhouse kind of dudes, man. And so he's
Big
got
burly
just
dude.
just one of those dudes like
Big lumberjack.
like how they
dude.
used to make wrestlers. Like they didn't have to be cut. If you were just big and like just like a big old they just let you like you look like somebody's bouncer, like somebody's drunk, like log cabin working uncle.
Like he's fit, he's strong, but he's not like cut, cut, cut.
Correct. He
Yeah.
don't have a gym body. He has like, man, I've been beating cats up on the yard body. uh yeah, he does a pile driver onto his thighs instead of the mat. So I noticed that instead, usually when you see a power driver, you have somebody like hold their like they're holding. It looks like their head hit the mat. He does a thing where he holds it and he puts his
Mhm.
leg straight, so you're slamming right into his thighs. It's just like wow. I thought that was interesting.
It's a good way to keep your
Yeah.
keep folks safe. The pile driver can be dangerous if not executed
WWE
properly.
doesn't do it
Yeah,
for a reason.
for
People have
reasons.
gotten
Yeah.
legitimately hurt.
So I rather
yeah,
see. I do like the pile driver. I rather see something like that than no pile driver at all,
correct.
personally. But
Yes.
yeah, I did notice that too. It looked a little different.
Andrade does a backflip over the post onto Davis, and it's a backflip like he just does a couple kind of double backflip moves. Andrade El Idolo is smooth, y'all, and he's a rock
He's a
star.
smooth
Check.
operator.
Speaking of smooth, everything's smooth. I didn't write the ending sequence. I just know that. Do you have the ending
I don't
sequence
think
for
I
the?
did it for this one.
Okay. Well, hey, guess what, everybody? Uh, Basically, we give you a one, we give you a two, we give you a three, and guess what? I am always happy to say that I was wrong, and happy to admit when I'm wrong, and I'm happy sometimes when I'm wrong because he absolutely deserves it. Your winner and new national champion. How you know?
You know.
How you know? Andrade El Idolo. Yeah.
Told you it was gonna take it.
Take that down, Callis. Take that,
Yep.
sir.
It's the beginning
Go and get
of
your old,
taking them down.
go and get your old Lot Mark Davis on out of here. Go and pick your mans up and take him back to down under. Get him away from here. That's right. Yeah. Well deserved. Andrade's a rock star. And just yeah, he needs gold. He has gold. It's a wonderful thing. We're gonna see some great stuff.
I'm
I
excited. I'm excited to see what he does with this belt
am too.
for his run. Yeah.
You have Lexi. Lexi. Is that right?
I believe that's her name. Yeah, Lexi. I forget.
Well, it's the other it's the other
the
interview. I'm sorry,
ringside,
it's the other the
the
young
other
lady.
ringside,
Yes, correct.
ringside.
He's talking to Speedball Mike Bailey. Um, Basically, it looks like Don Callis is gonna go ahead and throw out and says, "Look, man, you need to face my guy Kyle Fletcher at Grand Slam Mexico, August 5th." And as of recording, that is now, as of we are recording right now, that is the next Wednesday. That's the next Wednesday,
Yeah.
basically. Coming up, there's going to be Grand Slam Mexico. It'll be Kyle Fletcher against number one contender because he won the ladder match. Speedball Mike Bailey for that international championship.
That's gonna be cool. I think they're gonna be in Arena Mexico. It's gonna be dope.
It's
That's what
yeah,
the CMLL's like main arena.
get it, man.
Yeah.
Get it, man. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for some match? Y'all want to see two young men like Chav and I just gush over some women's wrestling because it's great and it's wonderful. Well, guess what? We got a match for you. It is for the AEW Women's World Championship. And it is
Two of the best.
all smiles. All smiles, smiles through it all. Member of the conglomeration. It is Willow Nightingale versus the toxic spider herself, the biggest dick in the room. Boy, she's tired of all these dumb bitches. Banned from Japan. It is Tekla. You can tell I like her. Guess what?
Tekla's awesome.
Guess
So
what?
is Willow. This is
They're both awesome. This
I
absolutely.
was very, very, very excited for this match, and
Same.
it did not disappoint.
It did not.
It did not
It
disappoint.
did not.
This is so good.
Tekla, Willow comes in. She got a little bit of a damaged ear from the last little interaction.
Yeah.
And Tekla
Yeah, Tekla
and
slammed
Willow,
the mic on her.
yeah, Tekla and
Side
Willow
of her
had a
head.
little talk with Mick Foley when she basically took the whole glove off and challenged her to a duel.
The
But
face
she,
to face,
but
yeah.
she did hit her with the mic. So Tekla goes right for that damaged ear. You bite it!
Wait.
You bite it!
Before the match
But
starts,
before the match
though,
starts.
the camera pans up to like one of the suites, and who's watching this match? None other than CEO.
What?
CEO. Mercedes Monet.
Indeed.
Uh,
She takes on
got an
whoever.
interest,
Yep.
yeah, vested interest in this because whoever wins, if Tekla keeps her title or if Willow becomes the new champion, they're going against Mercedes Monet at All In
Absolutely.
Wembley.
Her winning the Owen Hart Cup final made her the number one contender. So yes, she does have a little bit of an interest in that. But the biting!
Yes,
Biting!
back to the biting.
Tekla bites on that damaged ear. Ah! And then, hey, man, she more biting. At some point, she just bites her again. Hey, Willow's not to be outdone. She finds Tekla's fingers and biting!
Oh yeah, yep. That's what she did to get out of some sort of grapple she had,
Yeah.
and I forget what it was.
Oh, I did get to my notes. I said Mercedes Monet watching closely from afar. But yeah, they did show her beforehand. They showed her a couple times. She was just up there, she's holding her belt, and she just
Oh, I remember what it was when she bit the finger because it was really cool looking. She did Tekla did this. It was like a cross face of sort, but instead of like the crossface we used to see.
Oh yes,
She's her little spider
doing
like
a
thing.
little
She's
bit.
she's
Yep.
backwards, bent over and grabbing Willow's face with her hands that way.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Tekla's great.
Yeah.
Tekla's so good. Oh yeah. Tekla over the after the biting, it's Tekla creep over bridge move into
Yep.
submission.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole she does her thing and then just turns it into the yeah.
It was so cool.
Ah um I don't know if you have anything. I have right to win Sky Blue comes out and then towards the ending. So I don't know if you want to throw on you probably have the
Oh, a little
ending
bit
sequence.
before that,
Yeah. Lay it on us, man.
one thing that I thought was great and uh really showed that Willow's here and
Yes.
she's ready. Like she's gonna throw down. Because again, the whole back and forth was like, oh, you're all smiles and people don't take me, but no, like I'm here to win. Um Tekla runs against the rope and Willow goes right behind her. Tekla notices, turns around to try to stop Willow, and Willow just tackles her, and she goes flying off the to the ringside. She goes flying out of the ring, and I was like, all right, like Willow's here.
Willow's here.
Willow's here.
She's ready.
She's ready.
She's back.
And I just wrote down after that, like Willow's a beast, so badass. Like just yeah, she's she showed out for this match a lot,
Match
a
was
lot,
so
a lot.
good. This match was
Um, yeah, and then I just wrote down like Tekla goes for the ear more than just for that bite, but she's like consistently throughout the match, kind of going through the going to the ear. Like that's Willow's weak spot. She knows it,
Mhm.
and she keeps going for it because Tekla will do anything to retain the belt, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah. And then yeah, and then like you said, with Sky Blue,
Speaking of doing anything to keep the belt.
anything to keep the belt. Willow is pinning Tekla,
Yes.
and it's 1, 2, and around that time, Sky Blue pops out.
Yes.
She grabs Tekla's leg and puts it on the rope. The
Mhm.
ref does not see that,
Correct.
so does not do the disqualification. All he sees is foot on rope,
Yes.
2 count,
2 count.
2 count.
Yep.
Willow sees it or saw Sky Blue. She's upset.
Yep.
She gets outside the ring, goes up to Sky Blue and just power bombs her right on the floor.
Jacks her all the way up.
Oh my! Again, I'm not Willow just showing up.
Ah!
And then from there I have the ending sequence. I don't remember if all that was in a row. I think it was really close
It was
together.
very close together.
Tekla goes, so Willow's on the ground, and Tekla goes to stomp her.
Yes.
Stomp her head down on the ring.
Yes.
But Willow avoids it and gets her into a backside pin. It's 1, it's 2, and it's 3. A new winner, the new champion, Willow Nightingale.
Hashtag and new.
And new champion.
Hey, smile through it, everybody.
Yes.
Hashtag and new champion. The reign of the Toxic Spider is over. Julia Hart, I'm on your ass. Sky Blue came out. Where were you, little britches? That was two of the 3. Where were you? Toxic needed help. Damn it, man.
One thing I didn't because we're celebrating like Willow won.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So even though I was sad because Tekla's the best.
Yes, it's
but
bittersweet.
Yeah, Tekla
I'm happy
is gonna continue kicking ass even with that. She doesn't need the belt.
No,
the belt's like the cherry on top.
She's a trios champion now in Stardom, baby.
Yeah, she's the Artist of Stardom
She's
champion.
good,
1/3 of their trios.
Tekla gonna be just fine.
They're 6-lady tag team. Yeah,
just fine.
One of the commentators, I forget which one, I think it was Tony, mentioned that, or maybe Excal, whatever, one of the two. Willow is the first AEW Women's Grand Slam champion ever.
Correct.
So
correct.
I didn't. Yeah, I missed that the first time. I watched it through a second time and caught that and was like, the win just got even better. Like how sweet is that? making AEW history.
Way to go, Willow.
But
Congrats to Willow. Hey, Tekla, baby, you be back. I'm not even worried about you. But you had a great reign. Your reign was great. Um, I look forward to the reign of Willow, and I do believe she's gonna beat Mercedes because Mercedes, it's not quite her time. I think Willow's gonna beat Mercedes, and they will set up another third overall big match between those two to kind of defend it, and I think Mercedes will beat her at
when
that
is All
point.
In again? August?
August 30th, 28th,
Yeah,
30th.
Willow might keep it. It was a
Yeah,
month. Yeah.
I think Will's gonna keep it.
If it was a little further out, I'd say maybe she'd lose it.
Yep.
But I think Willow might keep it. What I thought was cool after she won too was the conglomeration came
Yep, they
out.
came out.
The three they came out not only with their bags, but they brought out Willow's own
Yeah,
backpack.
Willow got a
Nice,
backpack.
colorful,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
very much a Willow's backpack so that she can put her own
She got a
championship
belt
in
in the
the
bag.
backpack.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a
Uh,
backpack.
it was just a cool moment. Monet's still looking on, kind of pointing down, like, okay, I see you.
I'm ready.
And then the conglomeration, they put their backpack on. They're each in one of the corners, and they all kind of go to the middle and do like an epic high five.
That's right.
Like I said, the conglomeration's always fun, and Willow is a part of that.
Willow was a part of it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But congrats to Willow. Oh, and Willow's family was there too, and so she went up, give him a hug and a kiss and all that good stuff. So that was cool to see too.
Glad they
Willow,
made the trip.
yeah, Willow, you deserve this championship. I'm excited to see you run.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
Love it. That brings us to our
Main event
of the evening.
Ding ding ding.
Our last match, so you know what it's for. It is for the top prize. It is for the AEW World Championship. It is the current TNT champion, the Jet, the one you look up to, Kevin Knight, member of the Don Callis family, versus the cleaner, your AEW World Champion, Mr. Kenny Omega. Kevin Knight gets to start right away. He attacks during Omega's entrance. Kevin Knight wants to get this known from the gate that he's here to do business.
Because he wants to be Kevin Two Belt.
He does want to be Kevin Two Belt.
Let's not forget, he is the current TNT champion.
Absolutely. There's a moment where they're over there fighting by the announcer's table, and the announcer table gets messed up, and Kenny Omega straightens it, and he's just like, "Sorry." He puts it back. He puts it back.
That's a funny moment. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I put down Kevin Knight show out day. The main point of this match was, going all in, full disclosure. They're not going to mess up Ospreay versus Omega at all.
No, they're building that.
So
story.
Kevin Knight was not going to win.
Yeah.
What this was for is, I believe, the audition for Kevin Knight to go, hey, we thinking about maybe putting the top prize on you one day. Let's put you in there with one of the best. See how you work with him. See how you roll back and forth. I'm guessing some people in the back have probably put the stamp on Kevin Knight and been like, hey, I like the kid. Let me work with him. So this was Kevin Knight's show out day, and he did not disappoint.
I mean, even in the promos, right, with the Omega and the Young Bucks and like everyone basically like
we all love you. Yeah, we
the
all love you,
potential,
Kevin.
even
Yeah,
Darby
you
Allin,
have it.
like
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
the
yeah.
potential, but you're going down this route. So yeah, Kevin Knight showed out for sure during this match.
And you even had some times in there where Kenny Omega's kind of challenging him. Like at one point, he's yelling at him. He's like, "Fight back, fight back!" Trying to give him the business. Trying to prove that you belong here. Talk, back that up, man. Prove that you can do it on your own. Because that was Omega's whole thing. It's like you don't need the Don Callis family. Like I remember that was back, and he was like, I don't want to give you this shot based on this and that, but I will give you this shot because I believe in you without Don Callis. So that's kind of his whole thing. But hey, Kevin Knight gives us some. And Kevin Knight joins the biting train at one point. Omega does a sunset flip power bomb. So he sunset flip, boom, power bomb. Picks him up into another power bomb into Kenny Omega knee. You get the 1, 2, 2 count. But that was a nice freaking sequence where I thought that might have been like the ending sequence. And I was like, okay, here we go. And Knight kicked out of it. And I was like, oh, snap. Boom. Here we go. That's really good. So then course, start getting into shenanigans, right? Because when you can't beat a man outright, you got to get for shenanigans. So Kevin Knight at one point goes and grabs both belts. He grabs the TNT one, intentionally basically like tries to get he hides one, he get oh put that down. Okay. So then he picks
Throws
up
it.
the other
Yeah.
one, throws it, picks up the other one, he slams Kenny Omega onto one. One, two, two.
Yeah, because he threw the belt basically
Mm-hmm.
across the ring so
Yeah,
that the ref was distracted while he hit him with the other
correct.
belt. That way he doesn't get the
Smart,
disqualification with it.
smart thinking. So some Eddie Guerrero kind of lie cheat still. Maybe some more Don Callis kind of thinking. Kind of win by any means. I need to keep this. I need to do it. Um, I pretty much have going on towards the winner. Do you have the end sequence?
I don't have the whole sequence, but he
Give us that end,
hits him
brother.
with the one winged angel.
Yep.
One wing, his move. One, two, three. And still.
Hashtag and still your winner, as we knew what would happen. Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega. The
Now,
match was great, though.
the match was good.
Fantastic.
Kevin Knight and Kenny Omega had a good show. Kenny Omega did a really good job, and not necessarily putting the kid over, but elevating him, putting his status up. Kevin Knight, I believe, could start to go in there with anybody in the world. He's been in there with Kenny Omega, so we're going to see some things in Kevin Knight's future, and Kenny Omega is still your champ. But as Omega is celebrating, he gets attacked by the Death Riders, minus Osprey at first. At first, it's just everybody else. Osprey doesn't show up. So the Young Bucks come out and they attempt to help. The Death Riders go to attack Kenny Omega, and then Osprey pops up, stops them, like, hey, yo, we don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. And they're kind of like, all right, Wheeler Yuta kind of brings him over. And they're like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And then looks at Mox like, you can get him. And so he tries to get him. Osprey not falling for that. He knows something was going on. He's like, no, not gonna do it. Gets to the chair. You guys, get on out of here. And Mox comes in. Whoa, kid. Whoa. Why don't you calm down, kid? I tell you what, I'll put my hands behind my back. Let's go on, put the chair down. Go on, man. He puts the chair down, hands him a bag, and goes, you know what you need to do. Here we go. Do it. And so Osprey's looking at this bag, and I guess the intention is to put the bag over Omega and get him going and subdue him and all that. And Omega's looking at the bag and no, he tears up the bag, not having any of this. Oh, I don't want to do it. Not like this. And Mox is looking at him. Oh, what are you doing, man? He says that's the way it's got to be. And nope. Bow hits Moxley and hits Moxley. The Bucks come out and the Death Riders like, yo, get out of here. And Osprey, hands Omega the belt, and he's like, I don't want to do it like that. They're not like that. And it's like, all right. And it's a celebration, and everybody's happy, and things are cool. Kenny Omega hits him and attacks Osprey. Hey,
With
beats
the
him
belt,
up.
I think, right? Yeah.
With the belt.
Yeah.
Hey, beats him up, and he's just kind of like, yeah, that's what's going on. And him and the Young Bucks are standing, and they leave,
And the Young Bucks were a little shocked.
and the Ospreys they're just kind of like, oh, okay. Well, they're kind of looking at Omega, and the Young Bucks are looking at it as, hey, at least you made your move first, because they believe that a turn was coming, something was coming.
Yeah.
They didn't trust any of all of this, and they didn't think Omega would pull the trigger, and Omega seemed to have pulled the trigger. Leaves Osprey in the ring, kind of looking at him like, what's going on? Omega's still your champ.
They hit their pose. Omega, the Bucks.
The Elite stand tall. Redemption.
Yeah.
Good job, AEW.
Yeah. Great storytelling.
Good job, AEW.
That was fantastic storytelling. And then within that whole sequence that you just explained, after being new to AEW and not really haven't watched everything in between yet, just the first year so far. I didn't catch this, but after the show, you're scrolling through Instagram, the reels pop up, and someone was explaining, they were basically talking about how, like, a lot of folks complain that AEW doesn't do long form storytelling, and their storytelling is just different.
Yes.
Is what I've kind of learned.
Yes.
It's not that they don't do storytelling. They do storytelling and they do it really well.
Yes.
It's just they incorporate way more wrestling. It's not all just promos, the commentators, the ringside announce, so everything plays into it. I feel like I almost have to pay a little bit more attention than I do with WWE. But when Yuta was holding back Osprey,
Yeah.
that was a callback to when Yuta joined the Death Riders.
Yes.
Apparently, he was a part of a tag team. I don't remember who the other person was, but he went through basically what Osprey just went through.
Yes.
They were attacking his partner, and they were I forget who, but someone was holding him back and hugging him, holding him back, as he had to sit there and watch them beat his partner, and I guess an initiation of sorts.
I guess the plastic bag was like something
a reference to the too, I think
something they did to Bryan Danielson or something like that.
Yeah, so it was. Oh, I think that was the Yuta's partner.
Oh, maybe that was Yuta. Okay.
Maybe. But either way, yeah, it was a reference to that. If you have been watching AEW for a while,
some of the old times probably
that,
had snap.
Yeah.
Going on.
So that was cool to learn about too, because it now is going to have me watching differently, just being more paying more attention to little things, because we don't know. Maybe it'll pop up somewhere down the line.
I think so.
Yeah.
All in all, I think Redemption was solid, and it did what a pay-per-view like that is supposed to do, where if All In is one of their big four or one of their big five, a pay-per-view like this is supposed to get you excited for that next thing, and I think it did that.
Yeah. And it's just to build up to All In.
In the weeks coming up, I think that AEW will do a really good job with their Dynamites and their Collisions, because they have to add some matches for All In, but some things are already set, and I think they'll do really good at building on these stories.
If they continue the way they did the build up for Redemption, it's just going up. I guess the trajectory's going
trending
up.
in the right direction.
Trending in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, y'all. That's going to be it, though. That's our recap. Boy, we had some fun with that. I have things to do. He has things to do. We know that y'all have things to do. But before we let you go, we just want to remind you to help us out here. Go on ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and comment down below. Tell your friends that your favorite wrestling podcast will soon be their favorite wrestling podcast. Let us know what you thought about Redemption. Let us know what you think about All In. Let us know what you think about AEW in general. If you're digging it, if you're just jumping on, what do you think? If you've been riding with it for a while, what do you think? Just as for us kind of getting into it new, I think AEW is killing it right now. I think they're doing a really good job, and I think everybody should. If you're feeling a little frustrated with that other organization, now is a really good time to try AEW. They're paying attention to the counter programming, and I think they're doing it whilst not compromising on some of the things they set out to do, and they're staying in a really good lane. That's the best way I could say it. So fall into it.
That doesn't mean that you have to stop watching. I watch both. So, Raw and AAA only because I don't have USA, but still, like you can watch both.
There's room. It's okay.
Yeah, there's room. Yeah, this tribalism thing.
You can like Marvel and DC.
Yeah, and
it's fine.
You can critique things you like too, so
Absolutely.
That's okay. Absolutely. But definitely watch AEW.
Yeah, man.
Sure. It's so good right now.
We're on the YouTube. We're on the Instagram. We're on the IG, as the kids say, at Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. If you want to check us out visually, if you just want to listen to us, or if you just want to, if you also want to listen to us, we're on Spotify and Apple Music. We hope we made you laugh. We hope we made you smile. We hope we made you think about some really good wrestling. Anything else you want to add, Chava?
Yeah. Support indie wrestling. Go out there, see if you can find any local promotions in your area, and go watch some live wrestling. There's nothing like live wrestling.
Be happy, be healthy, keep it positive, and keep it pushing, as we will do for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Killz Atwillz.
I am Chava.
Hey, y'all. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah, guess what? We're going to see y'all on the next one.
This has been a Section 8 Wrestling Podcast production.